Morning. Minister, ladies and gentlemen, you're all very welcome here to our 38th ICOS National Conference. The theme of this year's conference is the role of cooperatives in improving producers' influence in the global supply chain. The reason for farmer cooperatives remain unchanged for 120 years from the founding of ICOS. Farmers must organise and look after their own interest in the marketplace. Most farmers are isolated and exposed to mistreatment in the marketplace if they trade on their own. When Horace Plunkett studied the Irish rural economy, he identified poor quality processing, marketing as a significant problem. He recognised that cooperative organisations in Ireland, new landowners, was the most effective means of improving farm income. This is what motivated Plunkett and helped him to establish cooperative creameries all over Ireland. In the early years, it was a constant struggle against commercial opposition and a deep-seated mistrust. But the idea was sound, and farmers appreciated the benefits of controlling production and marketing of their milk. In 1894, Plunkett founded ICOS, now called ICOS. The aim of ICOS were to improve rural conditions by teaching the principles of cooperatives as they apply to agriculture. By 1900, the number of cooperative societies had grown to 374, with a membership of 36,683. Plunkett was a practical idealist. His slogan was better farming, better business and better living. Through cooperatives, he sought to develop a commercial self-help spirit in farming. The highest objective was improving the quality of life for rural families. Achieving this based on educating farmers at the value of self-reliance and combining their resources through cooperatives to get a fair return from the marketplace. Today, Plunkett's mission is by no means completed or redundant. For a generation of Irish farmers now setting up post-Coty era, the challenge of global challenges from extracting a fair margin from the marketplace is becoming more complex. It demands that farmers must continue to combine and organise in a manner that allows them to compete with large investor-owner firms. To do so, they must have the necessary leadership and management skills. Today we have an abundance of evidence of the cost to farmers not having a strong cooperative, notably in the beef and vegetable sector. The capacity of government or regulation to insulate farmers from the dominance of large private firms is very limited. What is required is farm organisations and leadership not at a Paris scale, as in Plunkett's time, but at a national and international scale. To achieve this, we need leadership with a vision that expands beyond the current cooperative boundaries. A farmer leadership that has acquired the business skills and the experience that permits to hold their own in any international boardroom. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, the objective of today's conference is to identify the measures that can strengthen the role of cooperatives in improving producers' influence in the global food chain. Now, just a few words on my own behalf. I have completed my 10 years on the Dairy Gold board, 7 years on the ICOS board, and I served a year and a half on IDB. And I suppose I was first selected back 23 years ago on the regional committee in Dairy Gold. And I suppose I was only a young fellow at that time. And I suppose every fellow, would stop and think, what changes can be made. And I suppose when you look back, I am a little disappointed that, more probably hasn't happened in consolidating the industry. Like out there in the marketplace, we are competing with Friesland Campina, Aherla, Fonterra, and they all have scale. And I don't think that the generation that are now coming post-quota are going to put up with 23 cooperatives, management boards in time to come. So what I would advise today, and we're going to have a lot of new chairmen in the time to come, and there's been new chairmen elected this past year, is to be proactive. If you have to be reactive when the pressure comes on, it's not a good place to be. So with that, I would thank you kindly.